Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this live webinar study at St. Louis University, U.S.A. If you're interested in your undergraduate or postgraduate studies in St. Louis University in the United States or Spain, this webinar is for you.
Inga. My name is Hugo Bustamante. I am a recruitment manager for Global Studies.
And I am Inga Sergeyenko, and I am helping Global Studies here in Spain and in Europe.
Thank you, everybody, for joining this live webinar study at St. Louis University in USA or Spain. I think in the first part of the webinar, we had a little problems. I want to tell you that Global Studies is an educational agency where we help you with all the application process to study abroad. We have different destinations like UK, USA, Canada, Australia, Malta, Germany, Spain, Denmark, Lithuania, Holland, Ireland, Cyprus, and others.
Wow, that's a lot of places where to study. And today, actually, we have a special guest from St. Louis University. We have Lina Martinez, who is into UK and USA regional manager. We have Mónica Chiclana, admissions counselor, SLU Madrid Campus, Spain. And we have Ryan Saale, assistant director, marketing and recruitment into St. Louis University from United States. All of them have a lot of years of experience with the students applying to United States and Spain. And in this webinar, you will find out more about courses of St. Louis University in campuses in United States and in Spain.
Yes. Thank you, Inge, for that. And I want to tell you about inter-university partnerships. Inter-university partnerships is an independent organization focused on expanding higher education opportunities for students worldwide. Let me introduce you, please, to Lina Martinez. She is Inter-UK and USA Regional Manager. Hi, Lina. How are you?
Hi, Hugo. Hi, Inga. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. As Hugo said, we are a group of universities in the US and in the UK. But in this specific webinar, we're going to talk about one university in specific, which offers the students the option to study either in the US or in Spain. It's a great university. Like, you can find any type of degree that you're looking for, either business, medical sciences, if you're interested in that area, engineering. And we have Ryan and Mónica joining us as well, so they can talk more about the two campuses for you guys. So I'm here for any question that you might have, but thank you very much for the time as well.
Thank you, Lina, for being with us. And we will continue presenting St. Louis University. Thank you, Lina.
Thank you.
Well, now, if you are watching this webinar in Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, please write down your questions during the presentations of our guests, and we will be answering them at the end. Now, I want to show you a video of St. Louis University US Campus. It will help us to know a little bit more about this university. Well, I want to introduce you to Ryan Saale, Assistant Director, Marketing and Recruitment into St. Louis, USA. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing well, Hugo. Thank you. And thank you to you and Inga for your wonderful introduction. And to everybody who's joining today, we're so excited to present all the great opportunities that exist at SLU and both of our campuses.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. Ryan, now please, you can explain all our audience about St. Louis University, U.S.A. campus.
Perfect. Yep. And Hugo, I'm going to share my screen, so let me know when you can see it, and we'll go ahead and get started. And again, thank you everybody for joining today. I'll go ahead and get started here. Hugo, let me know if you can see this.
Yes, your presentation is ready.
Perfect, great. Well, thank you everybody for joining. As Hugo had mentioned, my name is Ryan Saale. I am the Assistant Director of Marketing Recruitment at St. Louis University. I cover all of our programs, undergraduate, graduate, and support both of our campuses here in the United States, as well as our campus in Madrid, Spain. And very excited today to be joined by my coworker, Mónica Chiclana, who is based in our Madrid campus, who will be talking a little bit of, more in depth about the opportunities that exist in Madrid via St. Louis University. But to start, quick introduction of who I am. I'm responsible for international student recruitment, supporting students just like yourselves to make the application for SLU. Like all of you, I was in your position many years ago myself. I was an international student. I did my undergraduate work in Mexico and in Argentina, and I worked in Chile. So very familiar with the questions that you may have, the things that you and your parents are going through. As well, Mónica has studied at both of our campuses, and she'll talk about that a little bit later. So very aware of what you're going through. To give you a really broad overview of St. Louis University, I want to present kind of the institution as a whole, and then I will focus on the opportunities that exist here at our campus in the United States. And then at the end of my presentation, Mónica will be talking specifically about SLU Madrid. But a really large overview, who and what is St. Louis University? The institution was founded over 200 years ago in 1818. So a very prestigious legacy of academics, research outcomes. So students joining SLU really are coming to an institution that has a long history. We are a private Catholic liberal arts institution that follows the Jesuit tradition. So for many students who may be aware of Jesuit education, the Jesuits are very well known for their education kind of business model. Students do not need to be Catholic to study at St. Louis University, but it certainly is a benefit if you're coming from a Catholic school. We have some great scholarship opportunities that both myself and Mónica will talk about. Oops, sorry, I lost that, hold on. As well, I think one thing that makes SLU very unique, and this is for both of our campuses, is the size, is the sense of community. St. Louis University is home to about 13,000 students, and we have a 9-to-1 student to faculty ratio here in our campus in St. Louis. And what that means, and especially important for international students, is that you'll have connections both to your classmates as well as connections to your faculty. That means when you have questions about the content, or maybe you need additional support or tutoring, your faculty will know you. But that also is really important when you think about looking for internships and job opportunities. So this sense of community is so special and so unique to SLU. We also welcome students from more than 80 different countries. We have about 1,000 international students here at our campus in Missouri. So a couple of quick notes. Where are we located? St. Louis University is located in the city of St. Louis. We have about 3 million people. So a larger US city, but not so big and crazy like, let's say, New York or Miami or Los Angeles, but you'll still have great access to lots of things to do. You'll have a much lower cost of living, which is really great, especially for students who are asking maybe about scholarships. You also have to think about the cost of living. St. Louis is a wonderful city for international students. We have a large base of universities and colleges here. Here you can see some of the really great highlights of our location. Within the United States, we are the #2 city for free things to do. So I don't like to spend money to go to museums or see arts and culture, and here you can do that. You can go to the art museum, you can go to the zoo completely for free. So as a student, very budget friendly, very historic city, very European feeling, but in the United States. I like to focus a little bit on some of our key programs that are of interest to students. St. Louis University is very well known and regarded for a couple of key areas. Of primary interest would be our highly ranked School of Business, which includes many different disciplines at the undergrad and graduate level. And very unique, many of our programs in the business school do qualify for STEM, meaning science, technology, engineering, and math, which allows students to stay for up to 3 years after graduating to do a post-work opportunity. This is very unique. We have programs in accounting, finance, international business. As well, we have lots of sponsorships from large companies like Boeing and Emerson. So really great connections in the business school. Another key area for St. Louis University would be engineering. We have a lot of different disciplines for students to consider. Key among those would be areas in biomedical engineering, aerospace engineering, and aeronautics, which would be our flight science program. In fact, St. Louis University was the very first school of aviation in the United States to be federally certified. So if you're a student looking to become a pilot, or maybe things like NASA really interest you, SLU would be a perfect fit. In addition to those key programs, we do offer civil, mechanical, as well as electrical and computer engineering. We do see a lot of students from the region looking for law programs. Obviously, law and medical will be different than in many countries. After high school, you do undergraduate pre-law, and then you go to a law school. We do see a lot of pre-law students at SLU because we do have a very well-regarded School of Law. So this would be a great option for those students. And as well, we do see a lot of students choosing St. Louis University for pre-med because we do have a School of Medicine that does allow international students to apply for admission, which is very unusual in the United States. Typically, there are seat limitations or exclusions for international students to medical school. So if you're a student thinking about law, medical, engineering, or business, SLU is an exceptional option for you for all these reasons I just described. And lastly, I had mentioned STEM. We do have a lot of really great cutting edge technological programs. We have programs in computer science, at the grad level, artificial intelligence, we have cybersecurity. So if you're really looking for more of those kind of tech programs that qualify for STEM, really great opportunities in those key areas as well. Now, one thing that we always like to highlight is the return on investment. You know, you're investing, your families are investing in your education abroad, and we want to make sure that you do see that return on investment. And one of the really great unique factors of St. Louis University, being in a network of 28 Jesuit Catholic universities in the United States, grants access to our students to have access to all of the career service centers at our network of institutions. So not only do you have SLU to help you, finding jobs or databases or expertise in connecting with companies, you have 27 other institutions as well. So this is a really great value-added benefit of studying at one of the Catholic Jesuit institutions in the U.S. Kind of back to our location, why St. Louis? In addition to the livability, the cost here, the access to things, is really SLU is right in the heart of the region, and St. Louis has a strategic location. We have key industries in biotechnology, healthcare, lots of very large businesses are headquartered here. And last year, we were ranked the #1 best city to launch a career in America by LinkedIn. And they know a few things about people finding jobs. So very proud of that. Lastly, we are a very global city. We have 14 of the Fortune companies that are headquartered right here in St. Louis. So students across many different disciplines find great job opportunities, great internship opportunities in our location. Being in an urban environment, students don't have to travel very far. or you're not out in the middle of a college town. So that access to return on investment is really, really key. Being an old institution, the city kind of grew around our campus, which is really great because we do have a wonderful, very green campus. Feels kind of like a college town campus in the middle of the city. Very beautiful architecture, very safe. Takes about 20 minutes to walk across the campus. The location's wonderful. We're surrounded by the city, so we have lots of great restaurants, off-campus housing for students looking to live off campus after the second year. We're also located right next to the Metrolink, which is kind of our version of a subway, so that can get students around the city quite well. We have awesome on-campus housing opportunities for our undergrad students, a couple new buildings, Spring Hall and Grand Hall, so single, double, triple rooms, lots of activities and things for students to do. Lastly, just want to share a couple entry requirements and then scholarships opportunities, and then I'll hand it over to Mónica to talk about SUNY Madrid. Here at our campus in St. Louis, we do have into what we call pathway programs that offer a little bit more additional flexibility regarding your academic background as well as your language abilities. So we're able to accept students both at the undergraduate and graduate level into our pathway. So here you can see for undergrad students, we can accept all the way down to an IELTS of 5.0 or a TOEFL of 50. Our International Year 1 truly is the first year of the program. It doesn't take any longer to graduate. You're just receiving additional support. So don't be scared. If you have good grades and you need some support with your English, we are here to help through our pathway program. As well, for students from most regions in the world, we do have an excellent scholarship opportunity of $15,000 per year. So that comes off of tuition. So that's a total of $60,000 over the course of 4 years. Some really great opportunities for scholarship. As well, for students who have high SATs or ACT scores or GPA, we can go even higher, up to $25,000 per year. So we certainly are looking for very well-qualified candidates, but we also have scholarships available, which is wonderful. And with that, I'm going to hand everything over to my colleague, Mónica. Mónica, just let me know if you want me to share, or I can stop sharing and you can share your screen. It might be easier if you do it. And again, we'll be open to questions at the end. But with that, we will go over to Madrid now.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
And hi, Mónica, how are you?
Hello. Thank you, Lina, for giving us this opportunity this afternoon to talk a little bit about our campuses, and especially our campus, since I am here in Madrid. To tell you a little bit about me, I'm one of the international admissions counselors here in our Madrid campus. I have been working for 11 years. I'm in charge of all the Caribbean and South American and Spanish-speaking countries. So I will know a lot about all the different systems, since not all South America follows the same education system. So I can help you with that, with any assistance that you might need, or any questions that you might have about documents that you need to send, or et cetera, et cetera. I'll talk about that a little later. I myself am also an alum from Saale University. I did my first 2 years here in Madrid and continue on to our campus in Missouri. So I think it's an excellent opportunity to have to expand your mentality and to get to meet students from other countries. I was born in Caracas, Venezuela, so I have a little bit of everywhere. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Mónica. And I want to show our assistants a video to know a little more about the campus in Madrid. Yes?
Okay.
The Madrid campus shares St. Louis University's mission. We're offering a kind of education that's not readily accessible outside of the United States.
While there are other American university programs in Spain, there's no other full American campus.
What makes St. Louis University Madrid campus an extraordinary place is its student diversity. We have over 50 nationalities represented in our student body.
First day coming here, like when the professors asked her to introduce herself, everyone was from a different country, spoke different languages.
I have professors from all over the world. You can have different perspective of teaching and of learning.
You will always have this connection due to the class sizes, which is very different compared to other American universities, and especially European universities, which have class sizes of 100 to 150 students. And you're not just a number, you're a person. The professor will remember your name and will remember who you are, and will really care about who you are in the class.
Faculty have developed unique courses and special programs. Art history takes you into the Prado, into the Reina Sofia, up to Bilbao to see the Guggenheim. Our oceanography class, they bring you to the seaside and you snorkel for one of your labs.
And when you get a mix of permanent and visiting students in the classroom, you know, you can really use that to help people see the importance of culture in learning.
It's small, but the good thing is you know everyone. You can be from one part of the campus to another in 5 minutes, which is really nice.
We offer all the services available at a U.S. campus. Support for students with disabilities, tutoring, a writing center.
I would recommend anyone to come to Madrid because the Spanish people are very nice. Madrid has a certain way of life that's incomparable to any other European capital.
Everyone here is so friendly and everyone is so cool, and you will make friends from day one.
Oh, well, Mónica,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
What can you tell our audience about the options they have to study with San Luis University in Madrid campus?
Okay, let me start and talk a little bit about our university, where we are located, and I'll go explaining little by little all that we offer here. Where is San Luis University? In Madrid, in the middle, in the heart of Spain, of the Iberian Peninsula, as you can see in the map. We are 9 hours distance from Chicago, 12 from Hong Kong. But considering we are in Europe, we're 2.5 to 3 hours from any major capital in Europe, which makes it an excellent place to study and to visit other countries while you're attending San Luis University. Madrid is a big capital of about 6 million people. About 1 million is what they call floating inhabitants. That means there's people that come every day into the city from other countries to work in the city and leave again. So it's one of the oldest cities. Of the modern cities, is the second largest of Europe after Paris. And it gives a lot of opportunities to students. It's a student-friendly city. You can get to a lot of museums, different two theaters, 2 movies, and everything. When you get a student card, you will get a lot of discounts to all of these places. And there are days even that you can get in with a free pass at different hours. So this is a little bit on an overview of where San Luis University Madrid campus is located, and I think it's a great city to learn more about different European cultures. To give you some facts of San Luis University campus in Madrid, we're the oldest American institution in Europe. It was founded in 1967, and as Ryan said, we are a Jesuit Catholic university, private university. And, sorry, we have about 900 students on campus. Now, due to COVID, the size is half of that, it's about 500. And many of the students have joined us during this last semester via online classes because they had been having some difficulties leaving the countries for travel restrictions. So we are expecting the next fall we'll go back to our 900, 1,000 students on campus, face-to-face. We offer 15 degrees completely in Madrid. That means that you can start and complete your degree here in Madrid, or you can do any combination of 2 and 2. The first 2 years in Madrid, or the 3rd year in St. Louis, come back here and graduate from St. Louis Madrid campus. With those 15 degrees, you can do any combination at any given time. But I have to say too, that the rest of the degrees offered in St. Louis, most of them can also be started in our campus in Madrid. You can do the first 2 years and then go on to our campus in St. Louis to complete your degree. There are about 50 nationalities represented in campus, as our director mentioned before, and that's one of the beauties of having a small campus with such a large population of students coming from all around the world. It makes it like a little Naciones Unidas, no? I also call San Luis University Madrid a boutique campus. You're known by name. Everybody, if you are missing class a couple of days, we're looking for you. We consider you family here. You're away from home, so here you will have your little house. We have about an average of 16 students per class, which at a university level, that's almost like having a private teacher, professor at your disposal. That is an incredible experience because you will have all the time to concentrate, and the professors will help you with anything that you might need. We have a ratio of 12 students per teachers, per professors on campus. This is a little bit, this is a map of our location in Madrid. We are located in the university area. The biggest Spanish university, the Complutense, is 3 blocks from us. As you can see here, we own 3 buildings. Padre Arrupe Hall, the first building on the left, where all the administrative office are located, also the admissions office, and all the science labs are in this building. Then Padre Rubio Hall, where most of the classes take place, a student life, a sport director, English center is located on that building. And number 3, San Ignacio Hall, to the farther right of the picture, is our newest building. We acquired it 6 years ago, and it's where students hang around the most. There's our cafeteria, library, dance, art studio, all of those, the director's office, career services, academic counseling, all those offices are in that building. I have also to say that the 3 buildings have outside patios where students do take time, spend a lot of time, weather permitting, and also when weather permitting situations, professors like to take the classes outside. Let's go on. These are some of the degrees, these are all the degrees that you can study here in Madrid. As you can read, we have computer science, political science with international relations, economics, international studies, philosophy, English, Filología Hispánica, which is Spanish, English, philosophy, history of art history, and there are 2 of them that require to spend a semester at our San Luis campus. You have also computer science, international business, marketing, and psychology. And we do offer 2 master programs, one in political science and the other one in Spanish, that you can do during the summer times, or you can do in a full year program here on campus. These are the minors that you can combine with our full degrees. There are all kinds that you can do, from biology to finance to engineering to sociology. Okay. To apply to San Luis University, we will ask for your high school transcript, the last 4 years of schooling. Also, depending on the country you come from in South America or the Caribbean, we will ask for the national admission test into higher education, into your university. Not all the countries have this requirement. So we have to look at your transcript and we'll ask you for it in case that in your country they have it. We will ask for a level of English test. You have to have a minimum knowledge of English to be able to start at San Luis University. And there's 3 ways to get into the, depending on the knowledge you have of English, there's 3 paths. You can get in through academic English, that you will do a full semester or 2 of only English to acquire knowledge at the university level. You might do a semester bridge. There you can see the different scales of grading that you need in the test to get into this path. 1 semester bridge, that means 3 classes in English and 2 in Spanish, in regular coursework, that you will get credits for those, or you can start full with your degree courses. Those are the 3 ways that you can get into our Madrid campus. And as Ryan said before, they have a more special way that you can do something extra in the campus in St. Louis. Okay, here you have the tuition fees that are 21,100 euros per year. You don't have a housing requirement. We don't have our own housing, okay? We offer housing in the area that are around 10,800 euros per year. We also offer a host family option, which I find very interesting for students. Their language is not Spanish, because they will have a total immersion into the culture, and also they will practice their Spanish. It's a way to force yourself to learn the language. Even if you're a Spanish-speaking student, it's also a very interesting option for you. We work with 50 families, so we have a lot of options. You can stay with a family that have children your age, or that they don't have any children, people that are older. So we'll try to match you with what you really are looking for. And then there is a 200 euro cafeteria fee per year. We have a cafeteria, as I mentioned, in one of our buildings, and that fee, that card that we'll give you, you can also use in one of the residence halls, should you choose to live in them. Okay, we offer merit-based scholarship to all students. You do not need to file for them, to apply for them. They're assigned, awarded automatically. Once we review your file for admission, you can get these scholarships. They can cover from 10 to almost 50% of the tuition fee. They're granted for the 4 years of your degree program. And you also have other scholarships that can be awarded to you if you come from a Jesuit school, if you come from a Catholic school, if you have one of your siblings attending San Luis University simultaneously, or if one of your parents graduated from San Luis University. Then we have 2 full scholarships that we offer yearly. That one you need to apply for. Sorry. You need to apply for. After reviewing your application for admission, we will tell you that you are a good candidate for this scholarship, and you will fall in a pool with several other candidates that are similar to your profile. And then you will go through an extended essay and a personal interview. And from there, we'll choose the 2 that will be awarded with this scholarship. Also, for any American resident student, you can apply for FAFSA. And we have one other scholarship that we call Beca de Apoyo Administrativo, that is nothing else than helping us in one of our departments. Like, for example, in admissions, if a family comes to visit campus, you can give a campus tour. You can help us when we come back from student fairs with putting all the student data into our database, etc., etc. And this one you also apply for at the beginning of each semester. Then that is a financial need based, and it will be awarded to you at the beginning of each semester. But you need to apply for this scholarship. Okay, the ways to apply to our campus in Madrid, you can do it through Into. You will need to send the official transcripts. And as I said before, we need your high school transcript, your national test, your TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo test scores for the English level, a written essay, and a couple of letters of recommendation from your professors or teachers or relatives. These are not mandatory, but do always support your candidacy. And this is almost all that you need to apply with us. I want to thank you for listening to us today. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We're here.
Thank you, Mónica. I actually want to say to everyone, I live here in Spain, and I think Spain is the most beautiful country in all Europe. I love living here. And actually, because of Madrid, I decided to move to Spain. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity for all the students if you can study in US and in Spain at the same time. And Spanish language is one of the most popular in the world. Okay, so I got some questions here from the students. Let me read it for you, Mónica. So one of the questions is, any scholarships options and schemes in Spain for LATAM and European Union students?
We give it independently. We assess everybody the same way. There is no special scholarship.
Okay, cool. And the second question I have is, can you repeat what English exams are accepted for the visa purpose when applying to study in Spain?
To study in Spain, the English test that we ask for is TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, or even the SAT or ACT, which already measure your English level. So those will work too.
Okay.
Okay. We have another question, please. Can a student combine studying in both campuses when studying a degree?
Yes, you can do that. You can start here in Madrid, and for example, if you choose one of the degrees that is fully offered in Madrid, you can do 1 year here and you can do 1 semester. If you choose to do only 1 semester in our St. Louis campus, you will still have the same tuition fee that you pay in Madrid. If you go over to complete your degree there or over 1 semester, then the tuition fee will be the one that is in St. Louis, Missouri. That's important to know because it's a difference in fees between our campuses, and it's also a good way of saving money. You could start here if you want, and you can continue over there.
And Hugo, another really great, being the same university, the scholarship that is awarded will actually follow them between campuses, and because of the cost difference, it would actually the percentage rather than the amount. So if you're awarded a 50% scholarship in Madrid, you would have an equivalent scholarship in the US based off the tuition. So that's a really great fact because the tuition is different on the campuses. So we move that with the student.
Also, I would like to add one thing, sorry. While you're in the St. Louis campus, you can also go and study abroad with one of our partnership universities that we have. You can go and spend a semester if you want in Rome, or you can go to Brussels, you can even go to Japan or Korea. And I think that's also an interesting experience besides combining Madrid, St. Louis, and a third country. I think that's
I agree.
Another, for students from the region, another awesome opportunity and exists on both of our campuses. If you graduate from a Catholic or Jesuit high school, we automatically award an additional scholarship of $4,000 to $5,000 here in St. Louis, and that's a similar percentage, just a lower amount in Madrid. So that would be on top of any existing merit scholarship. So if you've been at a Catholic high school, a Jesuit high school, SLU is an awesome opportunity to continue that faith tradition and be awarded for it from a scholarship perspective.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, I have another question, please. Could you tell us what courses are accepted for STEM route post-study work visas in the USA?
Sorry, just to clarify, are you asking what courses or what degrees qualify as STEM, or?
The courses, which are the courses that accepted for STEAM route post-study work visas in the USA?
So we would be here forever because it's a long list. We have over, I think it's 40 undergrad degree programs and a wide variety of graduate degree programs that do qualify for STEM. And that's why I always the STEM degrees at SLU, because we have so many, everything, you know, from our business school, engineering, computer science, a lot of anything that is science, technology, engineering, or math that you can think of is probably going to be STEM. So we do have a great opportunity there. And I think that's important because in the US for students, international students can typically stay for 1 year after graduating. But if it's STEM, they can stay for 3. Parents love that because they can really see a return on investment. And we are STEM degrees.
Okay, I have another question actually for both of you, Mónica and Ryan. Can you please remind what are the intakes available for US and also for Spain?
So here in the US, the typical academic year begins in August. That's what we call fall, and then which is spring. We do have some programs that can begin in the summer, which is typically kind of the end of May. As well, if a student is beginning in our academic English program, we have those 3 start dates, as well as October and March. So I know in different countries, the academic year ends, like when they graduate, sometimes in November, December. We see a lot of students, let's say from South America, who graduate in November. You can come and start in January. We do offer that here in St. Louis, and I'll let Mónica.
And in Madrid, it's the same thing. You can start either in fall, that would be at the very end of August, September, or you can start in January, around the 10th, 12th, 15th, the very beginning of January. So the only difference it would be instead of graduating, if you start in fall, you graduate in May. If you start in spring, you will be graduating in December.
Okay. Thank you. We have another question, please. When would be the deadline to apply for the next registration?
So here in St. Louis, you know, if we have a student who needs before they start, they could actually start in May. Obviously, that's very soon. So we would recommend that they apply it immediately. The next big intake would obviously be August, that's fall. We receive applications for the vast majority of the St. Louis programs up until I would say June. But as an international student, our recommendation is to have it done much sooner because you have to wait for your admission, which is typically pretty quick. You also have to plan. You have to plan for procuring the visa, planning for your flights. We generally like to see students applying in the March, April, May timeframe so that they have June and July to plan. But the deadline is really, it's late to accommodate later applications, but recommendation as early as possible.
Thank you, Ryan.
And our deadlines in Madrid are a little different depending if it's Madrid. If you want to start in fall, you have until May 31st for fall admissions, or August 1st for Spanish and other EU students. Everyone else from South America, May 31st. And if you want to start on spring, it's October 1st, the deadline. And again, the difference in dates for Spanish and EU students is December 1st. And I mentioned this because I know that many of the students coming from Latin America and the Caribbean do have European dual citizenships. So that might be interesting for them to know the difference in deadlines.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess there's questions, and I would like to thank everyone for your time. I guess for some after working day, and we got really nice information about St. Louis University. Special thanks to Mónica, Lina, and Ryan. And I hope to see a lot of students joining fall or maybe May, you never know, and getting some valuable education.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hugo. Thank you, Inga.
And thank you, Monica. We'll be in contact with all students interested in studying San Luis University.
Wonderful. Thank you. We look forward to welcoming the students. And thank you again, everybody, for joining today.
Muchas gracias desde Madrid.
Muchas gracias de Barcelona.
Gracias de San Luis.
Ciao.
Okay. I want to remember all the people that please, if you have registered to the webinar, you will get a free counseling voucher. Don't hesitate to contact us, and we will help you to get your university registration. Yes, and if you would like to apply and study in St. Louis University, U.S.A. or Spain campuses, don't hesitate to contact us. We can help you with all the process and find out if you are eligible for the scholarships. Well, that's all for now. And thank you for being with us. And have a wonderful day, everybody, and see you in the next webinar.
See you.
Bye-bye.